How's it, my fellow golfing nuts? MIGMATIS Golf, bringing you another Read to Improve video. I am in beautiful Johannesburg, just finished playing golf, and it was a bit ropey today, but just about to go out, get a bite to eat, watch some Champions League football. So all in all, I can't complain. But I've got time to do a quick book review for you. And today's book is one of my favorites. And I think everybody should have this book. Everybody should read it. And everybody should practice using the tips in this book. Tour Tempo. You've probably heard of it. By John Novosel with John Garrity. And down the bottom here it says, Golf's last secret finally revealed. I think that's a slight exaggeration. I'm sure there are many other secrets that haven't been revealed yet. But this is a masterpiece, my friends. If you haven't heard about it, very briefly, until recently, tempo amongst the pros was a bit of an unknown. It was, nobody really, they could identify, they could watch somebody and they could say, wow, that guy's got great tempo, but scientifically they didn't really know why. But these characters kind of figured it out. They figured out that amongst tour players, the tempo, which they define as the relationship between the time it takes to make a backswing and the time it takes to make the downswing, that relationship is almost always identical in tour players. So not the speed of their backswings and the speed of their downswing, etc., but the relationship between those two parts is almost always identical. That's fascinating. Okay, so tour players have great technique and all that, but they're probably really consistent on a day-to-day basis because they have immaculate tempo. So if you're a mid to low handicapper and you have a pretty good swing and you're very capable of shooting some very good rounds, but then you can also have some big blow-ups and some terrible rounds, it might just be that you need to work on tempo. It might just be that you need to even out your tempo. So you need to figure out which is your best tempo when you play your best golf and find a way of repeating that tempo. And believe it or not, there are ways. This book shows you ways of practicing and ways of waking up in the morning and setting your tempo before you go play. Okay? Believe it or not, it can be done. So, wouldn't everybody like to do that? Wouldn't everybody like to, figure out what tempo to use to play my best golf and then be able to repeat that? Well, that's what the tour pros do. Now, the great thing about this book is it's a short read. It has loads of pictures to explain. It's backed up with the scientific data. And it also, as a little bonus, it has like a DVD or CD. I think the early editions of this book, it was just like an audio CD, but I think it's now actually a DVD that incorporates some drills, but also some audio files. And I don't want to spoil it too much because I want you to read the book as usual. But the audio files are the holy grail. These are the key, okay? When you practice, you can use these audio files, listen on your iPod or your phone or whatever it is you use, and it will help you immensely. So I recommend that mid to low handicappers, to very low handicappers, to scratch golfers, get this book, Tour Tempo. I'm not entirely 100% sure about the value of this for high handicappers because I think you will probably get more benefit out of sorting out your golf swing technique first before you progress onto something like this. But definitely for people that have a repeatable swing and are just very inconsistent from day to day, I think it will prove invaluable. And so, yeah, get it. It's a fantastic book. So one last time, Tor Tempo by John Novosel with John Garrity. Get it, read it, comment on it, let me know what you think. Tell me if it's really improved your game. And yeah, that's all I have to say on that subject. Hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends about it. Leave some comments. Go look at my other videos. And hopefully for this one, give me a thumbs up if you like the book or if you just like the video. All right, I'm out of here to go watch some soccer. I'll see you guys soon with another video. And yeah, good evening to you all. Hey, sorry, I forgot a couple of things. You haven't got rid of me yet. I forgot to mention that since I bought this book quite a few years ago, Tor Tempo now has an app for your phone, actually. So go check that out, because all of this information, I think you should still read the book. Definitely read the book, because you get the background information, the data, the research, and that's the bit that will convince you of the validity of this. But I think there's an app now, so you might be able to use that. I haven't used it myself. I still have the audio files on my iPhone, and that's all I use. But yeah, go check out the app, and I'm going to try and get a sample of the audio files onto this little video just after I stop badgering you, and that will give you a little taste of what to expect. All right, sorry, that's it. Later.